Oh, sorry. I wasn't really listening. Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess my head was just somewhere else. Oh, no, I guess I'm not really hungry. Um, I think I should just go ahead and go lay down or something. Uh, Well, I would never lie to you. But if I could go lay down and just not say anything, then I guess that wouldn't be lying to you. Maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut. Well, I was just thinking about earlier when we were out shopping, getting groceries and all that stuff. And I was being silly, just being myself. And those people were laughing at me. Usually, I wouldn't mind it. You know how I am. But you were with me, and they were looking at you and looking at me, being silly and laughing. And I realized that maybe I was being too silly. Maybe, maybe I was being embarrassing. And I've just been thinking of all the silly things I've done. And all the times I could have been embarrassing. All the times that we were together and I could have embarrassed you. Yeah, it's been on my head. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like who I am. I like being weird and goofy and having fun with life. But I don't want anybody to laugh at you. And if you're with me, then it feels like that's just a given. What shouldn't I say about myself? That I'm full of life and weird and oh, I shouldn't say I'm embarrassing. I mean, I don't know. I just can't get their faces out of my head. How they were just staring and laughing and no, you see, it's one thing if I'm being goofy and they're just laughing because I'm being goofy. But they were. You didn't see their eyes. You can just tell. And they were whispering among themselves. And I don't like to think too into things, you know? But I could tell that they were just talking about how ridiculous I was being. And how they probably felt sorry that you were with me. And then I started thinking that maybe you felt sorry too. You know, sorry for yourself. For having to be around this, me, and I feel like I just started losing my energy. I became all droopy and meh, just wanting to do nothing. Because if I do nothing, at least I won't be embarrassing. And I just want to go lay down and Maybe hide underneath the blankets and eat some chips and forget about everything. Oh, I don't want to say I'm fine, because I don't want to lie to you. I I could be better. I guess I should say. Do I ever embarrass you? I mean, are we ever in public and I do something and you think, "Wow, this is really embarrassing." Yeah, I started thinking about that too. Because I tend to be energetic a lot, running around just trying to be silly. And okay, I'm wondering if you've ever stared at me like those girls were staring today. With that stare that just breaks into your soul, sees right through you, judging you just from your very core. And it's one thing if strangers do it, but I don't know if I've ever made the love of my life stare at me like that. I think I'm just having a bad day. I know that you love me. That's why you're here. With me. And I love you too, you know? That's why I'm afraid I've embarrassed you. So when I'm randomly singing out loud in public, you never look at me and just think, oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I think it just brought up some memories from my past. And it's really been eating at my thoughts. I hate it. You are amazing. The best person I've ever been with. And I would hate to think that you were in any sort of way ashamed of me. I don't want you to lay awake at night and just picture the day of how I may have embarrassed you. Honestly, all this overthinking is making me feel a little nauseous. But I guess that's my fault, because I'm the one doing the thinking. I do love you, and I trust you. And that's why I'm honest with you, because I know I can trust you. And your words, they're very kind. So I know that I'm safe with you. I mean, even though they're very kind, I'm not gonna feel better instantly. Sorry, maybe that was a little too blunt. Maybe if I just cuddle up next to you and try to forget about everything, maybe I'll start feeling a little better. I mean, ice cream wouldn't hurt. I know I said I wasn't very hungry, but maybe I have a bit of an appetite for ice cream. Yeah, I think I'm already starting to feel a little better. I just have to push the negative thoughts out of my head and listen to your kind words and your loving, sincere heart. Because I know you would tell me the truth if I ever really embarrassed you. I just love you so much, and I don't want you to think poorly of me.